Welcome back to our Warren County Public Schools live stream, Football Friday. Scott Thompson along with Michael Lang. He's the good-looking young man next to me here. He was the Region 3 golf champion and did quite well at the recent Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac State Tournament. We're going to talk with him in just a moment as the Spartans get ready to punt here on fourth down as we start the second quarter. It's 7-0 Spartans. Durcevic to punt. Off the side of his foot, the Gators are going to get great field position, and it takes a sideward bounce and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Hey, welcome in, Michael. Great golf season you had.
Thank you.
All right, now I was told I can't be easy on you. Now, I had a couple of weeks ago Ansley Cruz and her coach Eric Holman on, and he told me, he said, I've got to be just as tough on you. So you ready for some tough questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, what do you know about football?
I watch a little bit of NFL and college football, but I don't really pay attention. I just root for the teams I like.
You like the Gators, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you better. If you go to Greenwood, you better be, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Michael Lang, we'll talk with him as we go through the second quarter here. Gators with great field position. Third time tonight they've been in South Warren territory. They're going to throw it down the far sideline, and that is going to be, is it caught? And it looks like Trussell with a huge catch downfield for the Gators, and that's going to be inside the 5 at about the 2-yard line. How about that?
That's crazy.
You got classes with any of these football players?
I do.
Awesome. What about the quarterback Salke? You got any classes with him?
I don't have any classes with him, but we played basketball in middle school together, so.
Okay, so you played basketball, so that was your other sport, I guess, growing up?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see if the Gators can get one in here. Under center is Salke. Taking a long count, and he's just going to take it himself, trying to get a little closer. He almost broke away. It looks like he got down near the goal line. He's just shy. When did you start playing golf, Michael?
Ever since I could remember, really. I mean, even like when I was around 3, my dad got me some plastic clubs with a wiffle ball, and I hit them in the backyard. So pretty much all I could remember.
Did he play too? Did your dad play?
He did.
Okay. And then you got a younger brother too, right?
Yes, sir.
And that is going to be Salke touchdown. As the Gators just with a big long pass play, and then here at the 10:51 mark here in the second quarter, they within 1 point here as James Salke on a 1-yard run. Why not? You're that close. What's your favorite pro team?
Pro team for football, I really like the Saints. My dad was a big Saints fan growing up, so me and my brother kind of adopted that.
Okay. That's interesting how that happened. And as the Gators going for 2 here, the pass is incomplete. And we have a flag on the play, it looks like. That could be a defensive hold against South Warren, or it could be a hold against Greenwood. Let's see, as that play got strung out, and it will be pass interference against South Warren, so Greenwood will get another opportunity here. So did your brother pick it up too, kind of like you, once he saw you playing?
Yes, sir. We both kind of grew into the game together.
All right, and how much older are you than Jacob?
15 months. So
15 months, okay.
pretty close.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You like playing golf with him?
I do. It's a constant competition between me and him. We just kind of go out and practice together, and every day is a little battle between us. Little bets going on here and there.
Gators go for 2. Salke's going to, or that's Lofton Howard gets in for the run, and it is good. So Lofton Howard on the 2-point conversion makes it 8-7. Greenwood takes the lead here as we are talking with Michael Lang of Greenwood, the Region 3. The only region that is not Region 4 sport. It's Region 3 golf. Got to keep that. Tell me about this past season for you, how things got started, and of course we'll talk about the culmination.
Well, we started off this season getting second place in our first tournament of the year when we really felt like we could have been able to win that pretty easy, but just some minor setbacks here and there. We did get COVID. 3 out of our 5 members of our varsity team got COVID, so we had to sit out a couple tournaments for that. And that basically cost us going to the All-State tournament up in Lexington at Big Blue and Wildcat. But after that, we played a couple tournaments, and then after that, it was pretty much time for region, and we knew what we needed to do as a team. None of us were really focused individually on finishing high. We just knew what we wanted to accomplish as a team. So we just went out there with that mindset and did pretty well.
Yeah, you did. You know, you were the region individual, and then you go to the state. We'll talk about that and how great that was for the Gators. Kickoff, Dersovic on the return for the Spartans, and he's going to be wrapped up around the 25-yard line. So the Spartans take over 1st and 10. Now your team 3rd in the state. You know, that's pretty awesome. You know, you do well in regions, you qualify for the state tournament, and then you know you're sitting there going, okay, after day one, we're not that far out, but a couple of good teams ahead of you, and they put the pressure on, but still a 3rd place finish, and you get a nice big trophy and a medal.
Yes, sir.
How was that, you know, sitting there knowing, you know, as you're going along or after I don't even know if you knew how things were going when you were out on the course. Did you keep up with how you were or how the team was doing?
Throughout the tournament, no, but after we finished the first round, we saw we were pretty close, and we were just focused on doing our best because we can't control what they can do. So we just went out with our game plan as usual, and unfortunately it didn't happen. What our final goal was of winning the state tournament, but 3rd was still pretty good. That was our minimum goal, so that was pretty good.
Kobe Martin with a big run out to the 45 for South Warren. Here he comes again off the right side, busts his way inside, and going to get out to the 48-yard line, about a 3-yard gain. As South Warren goes to the hurry-up as they now trail 8-7 to Greenwood. Describe that first round at the state tournament at Bowling Green Country Club. Tell me about your round. You know, you played pretty well.
Yeah, going into the state tournament, I knew that the most strokes gained will be around the green, so I really prepared myself to get those up and downs when I needed them around the greens, and luckily I didn't need them very much because I was hitting it very well, but the putter didn't really do very well for me, so I needed some birdies here and there that I just couldn't make. Didn't make as many birdies as I wanted to, but definitely went out there and put up a pretty decent score going into the second day, knowing that I need to bring up some strokes. And second day being the harder day, I figured pars were pretty good, so I got 17 of them and just one bogey.
You know, that's not a bad day on any given day. Drew Givens had a wide open pass and dropped it. 3rd down for the Spartans, as we're talking here with Michael Lang of Greenwood. Shot 75-73 at the Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac State Golf Championship out at the Bowling Green Country Club, which is good for just a 4-over par as the pass is complete. And the Spartans have a 1st down at the Gator 43-yard line. Givens that time on the catch. But, you know, you improved by 2 strokes day 2. What did you learn from day 1? Of course, I know you're probably really familiar at the Bowling Green Country Club.
Yeah, so basically my mindset for the first day was attack par 5s, but the way that they had the pins set up for the second day, I really just took that completely out of my mind and was just like hit the green, 2-putt, get out, and that's what I did for most of the day.
Did they put them in some tight places, the pin placement?
like 4 steps off the green in a lot of places, just barely on a hill. Like it was just bad.
So your putting game had to be spot on.
Yeah, the long putting was good. Couldn't get very many birdie putts to fall. I had one for 2 days, but it is what it is. I mean, you can't guarantee that you're going to make those putts all the time, and I just work on making those par putts anyway. So
you tie for 9th place. You know, that's got to be pretty awesome feeling, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had no idea I was even in that position. Like, whenever I was playing, I was just focused on doing me and let everything else fall into place afterwards, and luckily I was able to get that top 10 finish.
Spartans, 2nd and 10. Martin on the carry to the 40, and a host of Gators are right there. Now, we were hoping to have Emma Harmon on, but she's competing in a tournament this weekend, and I saw where she was competing this afternoon. Your tournament schedule, are you done for the year, or are you going to try to play a few more?
I'm absolutely going to keep playing. I'm playing in a tournament in Lexington coming up today, and then me and my brother go down to North Carolina for another 2-day down there. That was pretty big, and basically just filling up every weekend with tournaments, trying to get up that exposure to college coaches out there.
8:50 here in the first half. 8-7 Greenwood leading South Warren. South Warren moving, and they get it off just in time. Going to throw it down the sideline for Bell. Bell waits, and it is going to be incomplete. Down around the 10-yard line. Or are they? No, we got the side official here saying it was a completed pass, and then the back judge said incomplete. They're going to get together and talk about it. And that would be a first down for the Spartans. It is first and go. Wow, what a catch by Avron Bell down around the 6-yard line. Ever had any interest in playing football?
I played a little bit when I was younger, but I was kind of smaller than all the other kids and didn't really like getting hit very hard very much. So I just kind of stepped away from that and focused on, I really just played basketball and golf growing up.
Here's the give on the right side to Martin. Martin, and he's down around the goal line. Touchdown. Kobe Martin is going to get in on the 6-yard run to give South Warren the lead now at 13-8. It comes at the 8:28 mark here in the second quarter. We're talking with Michael Lang of the Greenwood golf team, finished third at the recent Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac State Golf Championships at the Bowling Green Country Club. Let's see what South Warren does here. They're going to go for two. Now they're going to line up. Durcevic will attempt the extra point. And it is up. And the Spartans lead it 14-8. As we'll keep it right here as we're talking with Michael Lang of Greenwood. So 14-8, South Warren leading. What's your favorite part, or should I say, what's the best part of your golf game?
It kind of fluctuates week to week, but I like to try to keep my putting pretty solid because you can be hitting the ball really bad and make 15-footers for par all day and be fine. So that's the one thing that I try to keep consistent the whole time is my putting, really, and as well as my chipping, because chipping helps a lot too whenever you're not striking it well and you're missing those greens. So just really the short game.
So when you go do a practice round, do you take turns working on, well, I'm going to work on my drives this time, my short game, my pitching wedge, or my putting game? Do you go with a specific to a practice round?
So usually I don't focus too much on how I'm hitting it before, like during the practice round. I usually just get a feel for like how the greens react and how the rough feels whenever my club goes through it, if it grabs my club, if I can sweep through it real easy. And I just focus on like the course aspects of it, like things I can't change. Because
here comes Andrew Hatcher down the sideline out near midfield on a big run. Durcevic, and there's a late flag. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike against South Warren. That's going to tack on 15 more. Wow. Nice run back by Andrew Hatcher there. Classes with Andrew?
I've had quite a few classes. we went to elementary school together, and we grew up pretty good friends.
Which elementary school did you go to?
Alvaton Elementary.
Alvaton, okay. I'm an old Cumberland Trace guy myself.
Yeah, I have some Cumberland Trace friends too.
Yeah, that's back when it was in the old location.
Yeah.
Back before they did any improvements on it. So I go way back there before they moved it to the new school and everything. It's kind of unique how they did the school back when they built it. Had the little pods, the way they did that. So Greenwood now at the South Warren 34-yard line. So they're going to try to retake the lead. Back to pass. Going downfield, got a man, and it is off the fingertips of Ira Mateos. Boy, has he got some speed, huh?
He's quick.
He is definitely quick. Now, when you played basketball, what position did you play?
Just guard, point guard, shooting guard, whatever coach needed me in for that specific game.
Give me the ball, let me shoot.
Yeah. Kind of just sat in the corner, waited for an open shot, and then mainly defense. I like to play defense a lot.
Okay, I was starting to say you didn't just stand there and everybody go down floor and then you come back.
I like to play defense more than anything.
All right, good deal. We're talking with Michael Lang, the golfer from Greenwood High School. They give on the carry here, and maybe to the 35. Fumble, but I believe they're going to say it was down. Got a little confusion here. It's Trussell and waiting for some. Okay, now they never really clarified until right now. Okay, so it'll be third down and just about 10 for Greenwood. In the Greenwood on the offense at the South Warren 34-yard line. Nice cool evening, mid-50s. What's your ideal golfing weather that you like to play in?
72 and sunny. No wind is just usually around the afternoon time during the summer. It's pretty ideal out there.
Oddly carry for Greenwood. Not much gain by Jalen Brock, and there's a flag thrown that's probably in the area of a hold against Greenwood. And that'll move them back. So during the October, that first week of October, the state golf championship, we had some really nice weather for you to play.
We did. It was very nice. It was definitely a different setting than last year's state tournament. It was freezing cold, and early in the morning it's even more cold. So definitely nice to have that warm weather.
But you never know what you're going to get in October. But if you play year round, you got to be prepared to play in anything, don't you?
Absolutely.
Unless it's lightning or just a heavy downpour, at a state tournament, you got to swing them.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, my daughter played regional tournament. It was over at Dale Hall. No, I'm trying to remember where it was, but it came a flood. So we had to stand out on the course for it to quit, and then finish up. And it was sitting there holding an umbrella, and she's just sitting there waiting, just one of those days, and then, here you're already soaking wet.
Yeah, I can't stand playing in the rain. It's my biggest pet peeve. I hate it.
Throwing downfield intended for Lofton Howard, and the pass is incomplete, and there will be a fourth down for the Gators. They'll have to punt it. It is 4th and 20. As we are at the 6:59 mark here. Have you ever done any interviews like this before?
Not recently until this year. After winning region, had an interview with BG Daily News and then WBKO after that, and then this is my third one.
All right, awesome. Well, it seems like you've done some homework or done some practicing. You're doing quite well. Just thought I'd let you know.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, and I appreciate Dan Dillingham reaching out. Wanted to get you on here and talk about this low line drive kick. And it takes a South Warren bounce. Will be down at the 25-yard line. All right, got a flag. Truth be known, who's the better golfer, you or your brother?
That's a hard question. That's a very controversial
Does it depend on the day?
It depends on the day, definitely. I'll say that.
Okay.
But we definitely have our different strides. He'll be playing good one week. I'll be playing good another week. But in some aspects of the game, I'd say he's better than me at, but I'm also better than him in other aspects. So
at the regional tournament, you were a little better than him, weren't you?
Honestly, I think he should have won. Me and him were tied. He missed a very short par putt that I don't think he would have missed normally, but he was looking at the scoreboard the whole time he was playing, and I think that really just messes with his head. And me, on the other hand, I didn't check my phone or anything to see the live scoring, and just kind of kept playing my game.
And the punt's going to be down at the South Warren 35, so the Spartans will have great field position from their own 35 with 6:31 to go. So you think he was looking, going, I got to beat my brother, I got to beat my brother?
I don't know about that.
Did y'all talk about that after it was over with?
A day before, I was like, Jacob, I'm going to win the region championship. And he was like, no, I am. And I was like, I guess we'll see tomorrow. But going into the region championship, I was just not hitting it good. So I was really dialing in on that short game. And then on the range of the region championship, I just kind of found a swing that I could manage throughout the course, just kind of poke it out there, not necessarily hit it my farthest that I normally hit it, but just straight and short, and that's what I played the whole round.
That was at Rolling Hills in Russellville, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Hadn't played that in years, so how's that course down there right now?
They got it in pretty good shape for the region tournament. It's a very gettable course if you're hitting it longer, but there's definitely some weird holes out there, like number 2 is a long par 3. You kind of have to, if they have the pin on the right, they got a tree kind of blocking that pin, so you have to play cut. Just some weird holes like that where it's just some course management stuff and just having to accept that par is a good score on that hole and you can't really attack the pin.
Veldkamp's pass to Dersovic is good for a first down. Spartans at their own 46-yard line. Martin just kind of jitterbugs his way into Greenwood territory to around the 47-yard line. Now making the all-region team. Several of you Gators made the all-region team by the KGCA. That's a pretty big honor.
Yes, sir. We just kind of play our game throughout the season, get those all-state points because that's how they determine that. So we just kind of do our own thing. We never really thought of anything individually. We just had a team goal, and that's what we focused on. And all the individual stuff that came on later was definitely the cherry on top.
If it wasn't for Paul Smith, Kobe Martin would still be on his way down to the goal line, but he got a big paw on him, and that stops Kobe Martin at the 41, a first down for South Warren at the Greenwood 41. 14-8, South Warren leading here in the first half at the 5:28 mark. Veldkamp in the shotgun, throws it out, and that is going to be complete over there. And Keegan Milby out of bounds. Maybe it looks like they're going to lose a yard. You like any other sports other than, I know you said you like pro football. Is there anything else you like other than golf and football?
College basketball, I really enjoy watching that because in the NBA, I feel like they just don't really care anymore, you know? And college, they're still wanting, and I really like watching those games.
I'm with you on the same way. Give it to Martin. Martin jutes his way down across the 35, just shy of the 35. Going to bring up third down, about 6 for the Spartans. Do you make many of your school athletic events, or a lot of times you out on the practice or at a tournament?
I try to balance a little bit of both of it. If I do show up, I'm probably in golf clothes, so I try to go to as many as I can, but golf is definitely the first priority.
Veldkamp surveys the Greenwood defense. Ball on that far hash mark. Gives it to Martin. Martin ducks his head, and he's going to be just shy of the first down to around the 31-yard line. In there helping Elmo Stewart for the Gators, making sure he doesn't get any farther. And we've got an official timeout on the field at the moment. Not sure what they're checking. Oh, they're going to measure. Okay, it's that close. I didn't realize he was that close. I thought he had a little bit more to go. What do you think? Did he get it?
Nah.
Okay, you think the Gator defense held him, huh? And they stretched the chain, and it says you're right on it. It's about the length of the football. Okay. So Michael Lang says it's short. The chains proved him right there. We're at 4:05 to go here in the first half. Tell me about your other teammates, Sonny and the rest of Mason and the rest of the guys. That you guys really played well together.
Yeah, so Sonny played JV for most of the year last year, and we all knew he was going to grind his butt off during the offseason, and that's what he did. He really worked on he's a smaller guy, so he worked on getting that swing speed up and gaining some distance, and he's always been really good at short game, and he really just showed us that this year with all of his scores coming in. And then Mason, he was kind of new to golf going into his freshman year, and we kind of played with him throughout the offseason, playing in tournaments together and stuff like that, and it was really good just to see him do good this year, being his senior year and all.
All right, Veldkamp just went straight ahead, got the first down, so the Spartans keep the drive alive. Clock rolling at 3:48. Veldkamp, 1st and 10 for the Spartans, right around the 30-yard line of Greenwood. Gators led briefly at 8-7. Throw down the far sideline, and it is going to be complete to Milby. Milby got a little push over there. No flag thrown, but the Gators complete the pass. And the Spartans will hurry up as the ball is placed inside the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Veldkamp gets everybody situated. Given there to Luke Burton. inside the, let's see, is he inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. So the Spartans hurry it up, not giving the defense much time to get ready. Throw to Bell, trying to make a one-handed catch, but defense from Andrew Hatcher right there. What's your favorite subject in school?
I'd probably have to say math, just because I find it easy for me to do. I don't know, I just like math for some reason. I always grew up doing a lot of math and being gifted in math. So I just kind of like that stuff.
All right, what do you plan on majoring in college?
That's a good question.
We're undecided at the moment.
Yeah, pretty undecided.
Luke Burton straight ahead. He's going to be stopped just shy of the goal line. He hit the ground, didn't cross the goal line. So it'll be, 4th and 1 for the Spartans right at the 1-yard line. As you get a good look at the down marker there. And we're going to have a timeout. Greenwood will take a timeout trying to slow the Spartan offense down. It's 14-8 with 2:42 to go here in the first half. We're talking with Michael Lang of Greenwood. Team finished 3rd at the recent state championships. Finished tied for 9th. What are you looking forward to now that these state championships are over with? What do you look forward to about playing golf now?
Just really improving on my game in all aspects. I mean, that's what the off season's for, and definitely can make some pretty big swing changes and help make my game more consistent throughout the next coming high school season.
Now, do you go somewhere to take lessons, or do you do them locally?
I go to Grover Justice up in Lexington. My uncle played at UK for golf, and Grover Justice also did, and that's how we kind of met with him, and then we've been going to him for about a year now.
Okay. And everybody does something different. I know there's people all over that work with different golfers throughout this area, and this area's really been blessed with a lot of great golfers for many years, and you guys are carrying on the tradition. Straight ahead, they're going, and did he get across? Touchdown. They say on the far side that the Spartans score, and that's Caden Veltkamp with a 1-yard run. Going to come at the 2:36 mark. And now the Spartans go up 20-8. And they hurry up for the 2-point conversion, and Luke Burton gets in a 2-point conversion. And that makes it 22-8 now, South Warren. Did you go to the game last week with Bowling Green for the Gators?
I did.
A little disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah, hate to say it, but I left at halftime. I really wasn't trying to stand out there. It started sprinkling on us. I was getting cold, and I was like, I'm just going to leave.
Well, and plus I know that game had a little delay right after it started. You had a little lightning delay over there.
Yeah, we just sat in the car getting all toasty and warm in there.
Kind of hated to get out and go back in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, the Gators now trailing 22-8 to South Warren as we're down to 2:36. Coming up at halftime, South Warren boys soccer coach Tom Alexander will join us. Of course, a year ago they were state runners-up, and then this year they lost in the sectionals on Monday night at Davis County. We'll talk about his season, and as we'll finish up here with Michael Lang of Greenwood. And you have some colleges on your list. You got some people looking at you for the future?
Not as of now, but that's definitely one of the goals I have for this off season, just to put my name out there. I've had emails sent out to a lot of college coaches, and yet to have a reply, but it is kind of early. I sent them probably about a week ago, so.
They give it on the little handoff reverse there on the return, and that was telltale long, but there's a flag thrown. Sorry.
I was just saying, I just want to have as much exposure as I can during this offseason to college coaches and put up some scores I can send to them and just keep on adding to my resume.
Now, would it be, since there's a year or so difference between you and your brother, go your separate ways, or would you both consider playing college golf, or does he even want to play college golf?
He definitely wants to play college golf, and us playing on the same college team definitely could be a possibility if the right team gives both of us the opportunity to do so. But probably going to go our separate ways. and maybe see each other in a college tournament or two. But
Head to head, huh?
yeah,
Now, you've never faced each other, I guess, on separate teams ever, have you?
never.
Never.
Just individual tournaments we kind of played.
Yeah, right, but not as far as a team.
Yeah, as far as a team, no.
Well, you got a little time to worry about that as the Gators keep it on the ground, deep in their own territory. They give it to to Trussell down at 220 mark. Well, I'm going to let you go, Michael. I appreciate you stopping in and talking with us, telling us about your golfing, and we want to wish you the best of luck. Stay in touch with us, and we look forward to following your future successes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, that's Michael Lang of Greenwood golf team. Finished tied for 9th at the state championships, and also his team finishing in 3rd place at the state. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. Let him get out there and join his friends and family out there as the Gators try to